Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some horrible news when it comes to Xbox, where we're now seeing a lot of rumors that one of the biggest next upcoming titles for the Xbox might actually be getting delayed. But as well, with also kind of some interesting news as well, we're also now seeing a brand new Xbox console, basically a big console bundle and all that, coming out now too as well, which is kind of giving us even more conflicting signs on all of this stuff. So we're going to talk about this, talk about a few other little various gaming leaks that are coming out over here, but basically this one is kind of a big deal, mainly because we're still waiting for the next upcoming huge Xbox game, and now we're either one, seeing it out in the wild, or two, might be majorly delayed. It's one of those like 50-50 toss-ups where I kind of wish I had a coin to go and throw for the video, but let's go talk about this news because it doesn't seem so good as of now. And as well, if you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. As well, make sure you guys check out the How link down below for all the Samsung pre-orders and go check that out and save a bunch of money. No actual commitment needed. We have the Twitter and Twitch room down below. We have the Target Amazon links too, and let's dive into the video. So very first and foremost, we have something very nifty, and I want to show you guys this first and foremost before the bad news over here, and this is in regards to a brand new Xbox. So I'll do a little bit of a zoom in for you guys to kind of see this a little bit better. Now, apparently, up in China, we actually now have a brand new Xbox system bundle. Now, there's two rumors going on with this right now from this initial leak and showcase. Number one is that you guys can probably go and tell this is Starfield. So as of right now, they're working on brand new Xbox branding over here for the Starfield game. Now, Starfield itself is probably going to be the biggest game of 2023, at least for Xbox, potentially maybe even in all the ecosystem. It's kind of like how Skyrim itself and Fallout, those games get a lot of gusto behind them, and if it is as big or as good as they say it might be, this actually might be the game of 2023. Now, the only other kind of big game that might compete with that in my head would maybe be Spider-Man, if that's still confirmed for this year. Everyone is saying it should be good, or as well, maybe Final Fantasy 16. Those are going to be the big three AAA games unless something else gets announced and all of that throughout the year. But right now, we are now seeing a brand new Xbox, and we had two rumors with this. Number one, mainly because the leak itself has been hard to crack down, some folks are saying this actually might lead to a brand new custom Xbox console. So if you guys remember, we did have a Halo Infinite Xbox Series X that was basically a custom-made console besides just the normal black console, and it was a pretty good hot seller. It was a hot commodity for around 2021, and sadly, it didn't really go and make too much more as time goes on. It was a limited edition console. But with this, we 100% know that there's a brand new Starfield box, and we are seeing brand new consoles floating around. Now, it's even weirder, though, too, because, like, right now is kind of where the big game leak might be coming. We're going to talk about that in a second. But basically, Starfield itself might even be majorly delayed. So now we're seeing brand new Xbox boxes, which could either lead to a new console, maybe regionally or in general, but as well, it's also for sure changing all of the normal baseline boxes. Like right now, you guys can maybe see the God of War Ragnarok console, where they basically have the like outline, they have Kratos and his son, and it's like the box is slightly changed. The console might still be the same, but at least it's being changed. So that's one really big thing, is that we're seeing a new Xbox itself. We're gonna have to wait for more information, but it kind of makes it a little bit more confusing, because as of right now, we're seeing loads of information coming out that Starfield itself, like the big game that's even on the Xbox box we just showed you guys, might actually be getting delayed. So right now, Starfield is possibly delayed out of the, basically the first half, of 2023. So as of right now, a lot of the rumored dates are on the March date. We don't have like a full-on 100% definitive date. But as of, even if there is going to be a little bit of a delay, they are still going to be trying to get it throughout this year. Some rumors that are more pessimistic are pushing that it might get delayed to even 2024. I think most folks, though, myself included, are probably assuming this year is almost a deadlock, because if it doesn't come out this year, all Microsoft really has is Forza, which is niche, because it's like not a fun racer, it's more of like a sports racer, and Redfall, which is cool, but it'll probably be done after 2 days. So a lot of folks are saying no matter what, it should be coming out this year. I'm going to support that as well. But according to YouTuber Mr. Benny Plays, Starfield actually might not be being released until after the first half of 2023. Starfield is getting a possible bump. Once again, speculation. We'll probably have more information from this either Xbox event on the 23rd, or as well, we're also hearing rumors that Bethesda may not be a part of that same 25th event, but they might be hosting their own actual event later on. So basically, they're saying they're expecting it to maybe be bumped out of the first half because it's currently undated. As of right now, there still hasn't been a proper release date. We'll wait until the 25th to go and see. Mr. Reddit plays in the latest episode of Defining Duke podcast, saying he clarified that the delay is not significant, thank God, and Starfield should still release this summer, thank God, and it's still coming out this summer, but possibly delayed out of the first half. Now, I'm still one of those folks. If a game is mediocre, it needs like a little bit more time in the oven, whether it's for, fixing bugs, fixing audio, maybe doing some last minute changes. I do not want another Cyberpunk. I say this all the time on the channel, and I think most folks agree. If this is going to be one of the biggest Xbox games, and they don't have like a dead set release, and I think most fans are okay with delays. Like, you give it an extra month, 2 or a few months, if even that, I think that's fine. Like, if anything, I still keep on saying I prefer that. I want that to happen. So, basically, the YouTuber added that the source who revealed this information to him was spot on before. This source is someone that I trust quite a bit, and they've been very correct. Nothing from that source has been wrong, Maddie explained. Now, this could be some horrible news in regards to the game if people are looking forward to it. I'm going to say it's like a 50-50. I think it's bad. Any big game delays usually not a good first sign, because no one wants, if you kind of know the game has to have a little bit more time in the oven, that probably means that it probably needs more than just like a 2 or 3 months. Might even need like a year, maybe even need like 9 months. It might need more than just that really bare bones. And that's one thing that kind of makes me sad, because once again, a game like Cyberpunk was delayed multiple times and still came out rough. I think Starfield as well has also had a somewhat rockier release date just in general. So, I don't know. I mean, the fact that we have a new console come out is kind of cool, that they're changing that stuff, they're trying to promote out Starfield, but I think that it makes even more pressure on the game, because if the game itself is not a good game, and they're putting all this promotional work, and everyone's getting excited, and they're doing all these conferences and everything in between, that probably is not going to bode very well for a lot of folks. I don't know, I would love to hear your thoughts on this one. This is like horrible news, at least in my opinion. I think it's really, really, really bad. Plus as well, it's an RPG. Most like Bethesda games, Fallout, Skyrim games are usually kind of known for a lot of bugs and glitches and not being like the most optimized. And yeah, I don't know. It makes me a little bit worried for Xbox. But we have a new console coming out, so that's kind of cool. I'll go take that one. Now, as reminders too, as well, with all this, we do have the Xbox event coming up soon, and as well a Bethesda event right after. So we'll probably find more information anyway. Because we can also keep on still hearing the news and rumors that basically PlayStation is going to be announcing the third-party content when it comes to everything else. Like we saw the rumors with the Metal Gear Solid. We're seeing more third-party games chiming on in, and that still is also leading once again towards the potential PlayStation big event, which I'm kind of getting excited for to myself. Now, we have a lot of big things too, because besides just these other third parties, we're seeing other games such as other games coming out for Ghost Recon. Now, Ubisoft's been a little bit on the drier side, but we are kind of seeing other folks basically stating that it might be coming out for 2025 or so, which is still kind of far away, but Ubisoft has been very, very dry when it comes to anything good. Now, I'm still excited for the upcoming Assassin's Creed game, and I hope a lot of other games that are in the works are, hopefully not suck. But right now I do kind of feel like we're in this awkward limbo where like game expectations are so high, but they're not really meeting these expectations, and a lot of companies are kind of falling flat, and it kind of makes things a little bit harder for us to kind of plan around and do stuff around, because well, at the end of the day, we just want to be able to play games and enjoy ourselves. So I don't know, these big delays are getting a little bit more worrisome as time goes on. Now, to kind of wind down this one too, we also have this interesting game called Level 5. Actually, I've heard about this game before, and that's kind of why it's more on the tail end, because it's a little bit more on the weeby side, because it's basically the same studio who made Ni no Kuni 1 and 2 and Yokai Watch franchises. So if you guys have ever heard of those, which I definitely have, I'm a little bit more intrigued in this one. So basically, the studio has been more focused on Japan, but new information coming from the company's official website hints that they're actually going to be maybe pushing to globally release even more games now here, namely in like America and other regions. So this information kind of comes cool because it's coming from a publishing site, basically like the website being like, hey, we need some help localizing and helping out developing of other regions. So if you guys are a little bit more on the weebier side, this might be a great, fantastic game for you guys to push it outside of Japan. And I mean, I'm always one of those folks that I want every game out there that's American unimaginable, just because, well, it's been kind of cool at the end of the day. So a lot of interesting stuff, kind of maybe bad news for Xbox, with this Starfield delay is getting a little bit more scary and more closer, but as well with brand new consoles, at least that might bump it up and might have new bundles or new consoles to be on the lookout for. So it's not the end of the world, and I'd still rather have a working game than a broken game. So if you guys are new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, as well for the brand new upcoming giveaways going on the channel itself. We have the link down below for all the Samsung phones and reservations, Twitter and Twitch room if you guys want to follow and hang out, and of course the Target and Amazon links too. And I appreciate you guys all so much for watching here in the first place.